In disaster response, speed matters. Social media data and natural language processing can reveal information faster than traditional reporting channels. But speed without care introduces ethical risk. When analysts scrape social media posts and apply natural language processing to extract location signals, uncertain and interpretive language is often converted into precise looking coordinates. The resulting maps can appear accurate even when the inferred locations are wrong, creating an illusion of precision. Precision here is not a property of the original text, it's the outcome of modeling and processing choices. Imprecise data can still have value in emergencies. It may help identify emerging needs, gaps in communication, or areas that require further investigation. The ethical risk arises when uncertainty is hidden, confidence is overstated, or imprecise data are treated as actionable truth. In crisis contexts, this can misdirect resources, delay aid, or expose people to harm. This raises a deeper ethical question. Are we engaging communities or are we merely observing them from a distance? Using scraped tweets as proxies for lived experience risks mistaking visibility for participation. It can create the appearance of insight without the accountability that comes from direct engagement. These risks are not distributed evenly. Social media data tends to overrepresent people with smartphones, stable connectivity, and dominant language, while underrepresenting rural communities, elders, undocumented people, and those most vulnerable during disasters. When mapped, these absences can reinforce existing inequities while appearing neutral or data-driven. There are also serious concerns around consent and data provenance. Social media posts are often treated as public, but public does not mean harmless. Meaningful consent requires that people understand how their data may be reused, have real alternatives, and can refuse without losing access to community, services, or safety. In practice, most platform consent models fail this test. Mapped social media data can expose sensitive locations, reveal movement patterns, or be repurposed for surveillance, policing, or exclusion. Ethical analysis must assume not only good intent, but the possibility of misuse. Researchers have shown that natural language processing derived locations often perform poorly when tested against known ground truth, even when the maps look precise. In emergencies, uncertain data may still be used, but only when uncertainty is made explicit and decisions account for bias, error, and absence. Ethical GIS practice, therefore, requires human judgment in the loop. Maps are created by people, not algorithms. Ground truthing remains essential, not only to verify accuracy, but to ask whose knowledge is missing, whose voices are amplified, and who bears the risk when interpretations are wrong. Ethical guardrails matter. Organizations that design and govern workflows relying on social media data should require documentation demonstrating meaningful consent for third-party reuse whenever identifiable or community-level data are involved. Emergency responders, analysts, and map producers should insist on clear limits on purpose and reuse and refuse to participate in secondary applications such as law enforcement surveillance, commercial profiling, or punitive risk scoring. Protecting the vulnerable must come first, defaulting to aggregation, obfuscation, or non-publication when harm is plausible. The question is not simply whether we can map social media data during disasters, but whether we should, how, and under what conditions. Without transparency, accountability, and respect for data sovereignty, natural language processing to map workflows risks turning moments of crisis into new forms of extraction rather than tools for care.